Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk, and we have some leaked photos, next generation 2022 Toyota Tundra. Anyways, let's get to these photos. You can see this is the front end of the Tundra TRD Pro, and this is another thing that kind of irritates me, is this is a one-off TRD Pro. This is not showing what the normal truck's going to look like. It could look a lot different. You can see this is a much bigger Tundra than in the past, I can tell you that. It's much larger. We have the light bar there below the Toyota. We have the clearance lights. I don't feel like it's that much wider. I kind of stepped it off a little bit, but it is quite a bit bigger. And we have the fog lamps there, and you can see that lights. I mean, basically, it's the same idea we've been seeing for a while. Just now we have a prototype form, and I can tell you this is just a prototype form. And we can see the guys, Joe Craig at Craig Auto, or these other guys' names on the screen. I'm not sure what they're. Maybe somebody's asking questions, but here's another couple of photos for you. And on the rear, I mean, you can see where they shared on Facebook. God, you can't keep, to yourself. We see the TRD Pro stamped in the back. Now this is a change on the normal TRD Pro right now. It's on the sides, but now it's on the back. We have clearance lights in the back. We have a new back end. The LED light bar has really got my attention because I know that in some states they require you to make them covered up unless you're using them. So I just wonder if maybe it's in the grill, maybe it's a setting inside the cabin. There's a button or something. Because it's interesting. Interesting to actually insert that into the truck already as a modification. We can see, the way the hood is. We have that hood shape to it. We see the lights going across. And then I'm going to go to a little bit closer up of the back and front. And you can just, again, see the TRD Pro is spelled out. Big TRD, smaller Pro. It's embossed in the bed. And this is like, it's like a nice red. It really is like a bright kind of red color to it. And the thing is that if you go back to that first image, there's a reason why this thing looks like it's sitting in a room somewhere. It's just a big prototype. Like, this is the thing that I said after I got back in a live stream. People were asking me questions about it. There's nothing here really to report. And I know people are going to go, oh my God, it's new photos. Oh my God, new photos. But it's just a prototype. It's like a concept. It still can get changed. It still can make some changes going on. And this is, like I said, they have multiple trim levels, and the trim levels I've kind of led to believe there'll be different styling and trim levels because it has in the past, right? TRD Pro is its own kind of trim level. And I think they're just going to make a statement with this truck. I think this is the big deal with Toyota right now is they saw the Ram TRX come out. They saw the Raptor occupy sales. They understand Silverado's working on, Chevy's working on the ZRX, which is they're going to be their competitor. And so they want to make a bold statement. They want to make a big, bold statement, and this is what that TRD Pro is going to be, a big, bold statement. I can tell you those fenders are a little bit interesting when you look them up close. And overall, it's like I said, it's a bigger truck, much larger. And there, if I can talk frankly about a couple things, there was some BS from Auto News about how this is going to share the F1 architecture and be the same size as Tacoma. That's complete garbage. They're just going to share some parts, which is what I said in the other video I put out like this. Sorry, I'm just a little bit on edge today. I'm working on sprinklers, not worked out well either. Kind of frustrated. Anyways, we can see that as far as it's not going to be the same size as Tacoma. It's not going to go smaller. That's not the case. It's going to use similar parts. We have similar, as the next generation Tacoma comes out, well, I think we're going to see some styling of the front of the Tundra. It's going to match the Tacoma a little bit. People are always going to make F-150. Looks like an F-150. Looks like F-150. I already make those same comments, which is just garbage. This looks more like Tacoma to me. If you were to take this Tundra and go next to the Tacoma, which maybe I'll pull up on the screen, I think you'll see a lot of Tacoma in the Tundra, and you see how the trucks from Toyota are going to start molding kind of together into one shared vision. This is something that they do, that other brands do really well. Chevrolet does this pretty well. Ford does this pretty well. They take that same front end. They have it in the Maverick. They have an F-150. They have it in the Ranger. And they just use that same kind of front end styling. You're going to see that throughout the lineup when we start going here. And I would say next generation 4Runner is going to have a lot of the same styling cues. If you missed the other news that it's kind of been confirmed a little bit is that there'll be an iForce Max engine. There'll be one of two powertrain choices. One supposed to blow us away, and the other one's supposed to be another choice. It's kind of interesting. I would say the iForce is going to be a 3.5 liter V6 hybrid, and it'll have a 10-speed automatic transmission connected together, or hybrid. People say it different ways. Put it in the comments. That will be a powertrain choice. I expect over 500 and some foot-pounds of torque and about 400 and so horsepower. And fuel economy will probably be 24, 25, somewhere in that range, which just kind of going off what I have outside of the F-150 Power Boost and using that same thought process in this truck. I think it's going to be about the same. Toyota's going to have a few tweaks and things to make it its own powertrain versus the Ford. but I think you'll see that the numbers will be probably pretty close. And I mean, that's the reality of things having, there's still conversation about whether we're going to have V8 in this or not. And the way the market is heading more and more away from V8s for some reason, for fuel economy reasons, I could see that going away. Unfortunately, it really pisses me off. I don't want it to, but I can see that happening. But because, the Ford Raptor has been a 3.5 now for a full generation, and the next generation will be a 3.5 liter high output EcoBoost as well. Although there is a Raptor R variant, which we're hoping will have V8 in it. But I can see that's what's going to happen. So that's going to be the bigger truck. Now, there'll be full lineups, there'll be full reveals coming in the future. This is going to start being built in November with the plan to be on dealer lots in December. So if you're looking for a new truck right now, like I am, I'm hoping to buy something like this. I don't think I'm going to go TRD Pro, but I'm hoping to buy a Tundra, and I'm hoping to do it by year end. Why wouldn't I buy a TRD Pro? TRD Pro is a really cool, badass truck. Don't get me wrong. It's just more truck than I need for my lifestyle. I drive from here to the golf course. And don't Menards, and I mean it's more than I need for my lifestyle. But I'm going to buy something like this truck, hopefully by having a driveway by year end. So that's my plan. And then the next year I'm going to sell the Tundra and buy a Ram or Chevy, whatever. I'm just going to go through trucks on this channel. So that's what the channel is all about. So there you go. There's the photo. Sorry, a little bit of rant, but it just irritates me. This is twice now we've seen photos from dealers that are a tease, and I don't understand why dealers can't just keep their phones in their pocket and just knock it off. That's what I don't understand. Hey, for more, check out this other video over here. This one, over there, video. Website down below. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.